After hearing a young boy's cry for help, a sister and a brother venture into a vast field of tall grass in Kansas, but soon discover there may be no way out and that something evil lurks within. Hey guys, welcome to my new movie review for the new movie that's just dropped on Netflix from 2019, In the Tall Grass. Now, this is actually a book adaptation into a movie by Stephen King and Joe Hill. So, this Netflix movie is rated, it's actually rated TVMA, and the duration of this is 1 hour and 41 minutes. Now, I have to actually tell you, this is actually a really funny one. I'll tell you the director and I'll also tell you the entire cast. The reason why I'm going to tell you the entire cast names is because I believe there's only 6 cast members in the entire movie, which is, I'll get into it, but it actually makes a lot of sense. So it's directed by Vincenzo Natali, and the cast is Leisla de Oliveira, and she plays Becky. Also, Avery Whitted, and he plays the brother Cal. The incredible Patrick Wilson, and he plays Ross. Will Buey Jr., and he plays Tobin. Before I go on, guys, I need to tell you straight off the bat, Tobin absolutely kills this movie. He steals it, even from his voice, the second you see him on set, but I'll get into that in a minute. You got Harrison Gilbertson as Travis, Tiffany Helm as the gas attendant. Now, she literally has a pinnacle role in this movie, but still, she's in it. And last but not least, Rachel Wilson, and she plays the character of Natalie. Guys, one of the things that blew my mind, and I mean for real blew my mind about this movie, is one key element, and I found it so fascinating throughout this entire thriller. It really, as I said, it's it's adapted from a Stephen King novel, so you're going to get thrills and scares and stuff like that. But one of the things that I just couldn't get my head over, and I thought it was so fascinating to watch, is as the camera was panning into the grass and out of the grass, depending on what shots they were going for, and I don't know, it could have been a CG. If it was a CG, it was a brilliant CG. Oh my gosh, was I convinced that it was real. But the camera blades were going across, like moving as if somebody was, it's really hard to explain. Wow, that's really hard to explain. But the effect was incredible. Now, without giving any spoilers away, I want to tell you about something in this movie, about a scene that happens with the grass that I just went, ooh, that was creepy. And before I get into that, I just want to tell you off the top as well, there's a twist in this movie, and it happens really early on, and I really enjoyed the twist. But with the blades of grass, something happens with Patrick in it, and I don't want to give any spoilers away, but something happens to the grass, and I was like, oh, the way that they did the element of the scene really got me, and I mean it seriously. Oh my gosh, it got me. Now, Tobin in this movie, man, I tell ya, man, this kid steals this movie. Oh my gosh, every single time. I think it was the way he articulated his lines. I think that's what it was. I really believe it was the way he articulated his lines, because it really had me. It was like he understood the creep of his character, the nature of his character, because he's actually one of the first voices, but not persons, that you see in the movie. I tell you now, guys. Now there's several twists in this movie, and I loved every one of them. I really like a good plot twist, and this movie delivers completely wholeheartedly when it comes to plot twists. As I said, there's elements of this movie where the CGI is so incredibly ridiculously. You're just watching it and you're like, is that real or is that a computer generated image? Because that is phenomenal. One of the things is you see, and this, I'm not spoiling anything, guys, is you see a droplet of water on a blade of grass, and I won't tell you what happens after that, but the camera does something to and in the droplet, and I was like, man, that is an incredible effect for a movie. That is awesome. It was just so simple yet so effective. As the storyline progresses, guys, this is a movie, seriously, that you don't think that you, oh yeah, I know what's going to happen then. I promise you, you won't. I promise you, the ending of this movie, either you'll hate it or you'll love it, and I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I thought the way they just flipped and turned and twisted, and it was really, really incredibly brilliantly executed, guys. In my opinion, this is one of the best Netflix movies that they've dropped to be honest, in quite a while. And I really, really, really like, I'm really starting to really like Netflix movies because they're just, the level of just the professionalism, the elements that they're bringing in, they're really realizing that audiences, they don't want to just watch rubbish. They want to watch something, especially things that have rewatchability. And now that I've watched this, I'm interested to go back. And yes, this movie has, ready for it? Say it with me together. Anyone who's been following me for any period of time knows that I love this word. Rewatchability. This has rewatchability. And I know that once you've seen it, you're like, oh yeah, but I know what happens now. No. To rewatch it, you'll be like, oh, wow. That's where it twists. Oh, that's where that turn happens. And so it's just, yeah, I really enjoyed this, guys. So for anyone who's been following me for any particular time, you know I love movie trivia, guys. And there is a little bit, but I'll only give you 3 because I don't want to bore you. So movie trivia time. So much of this film, guys, was actually shot in Canada, with the field being located near a bowling alley which was actually featured in the film. The church, however, was actually a temporary set that was actually made for the film on site. And I tell you, that is one, even though when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. As simple as and effective as that scene was, man, that gave me the creeps. That scene gave me such a creeps. Anyway, next one, guys. Joe Hill is actually the pen name of Joseph H. King, who is actually author the incredibly famous Stephen King, his son, who is also a successful author in his own right. Guys, I told you I'd give you 3 pieces of trivia and one last one for you. So Patrick Wilson actually stepped into this character for James Marsden, who actually departed the project due to scheduling conflicts to actually go and make the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And if you haven't seen my review for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's in my it's on my channel because I've definitely seen that movie. Guys, I just want to thank all my subscribers first and foremost. Thank you. Seriously, everyone who subscribed to my YouTube channel, I really value it. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm just letting you know now, I'm going to start with this movie review. I'm letting you guys know I'm actually, for my when I get to 200 subscribers, I'm actually going to do a free giveaway. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to do a free giveaway once I get to 200 subscribers. So look out for that because it's going to be, I'm really excited for that. Guys, have you had a chance to see on Netflix In the Tall Grass? What did you think of it? Did you like it as much as I did? Because I really enjoyed this movie. I really genuinely did. Please, if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications. And as soon as I drop anything, it's all yours. You're welcome. Thank you so much for that. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this movie review. That way, I know that you're liking my content. I really value that. And until my next review, please take care of yourselves. And this is Superman Steve, flying out.